The next tribute is from the youngest grandson, that is Dinesh Satyaraj. He is married to Dr. Shantini and they currently reside in Hyderabad. She is a doctor with the Agarwal Eye Center and he is in the IT sector. Both of them are blessed with twin grandsons who are not yet one, 8 and a half, 9 months old. Sati Tata, as I call my grandfather, can only be described as an extraordinary gentleman, with emphasis on both words, extraordinary and gentleman. A person of virtue, discipline, integrity, charm, wit, and an unshakable faith in God. He was a man gifted with an abundance of talents. Where does one start? Should I start with his deep bass voice? Maybe talk about how he played the violin at sunrise. Do people remember that he also played the clarinet? Should I reminisce about how he represented our country as an athlete? Or maybe I should start with his strength, his raw physical strength. He was strong. Very strong. At the age of 60, he was still the strongest man in the family. At 70, he could still have a grip that could reduce a grown man to tears. When it comes to Tata, how can one not talk about his passion for sports or fail to mention his commandable languages? One would have thought that with his English skills, Tata would have made an unbeatable Scrabble player. Unfortunately, gentlemen don't find it easy to win at Scrabble, at least not against the Satyaraj winner. And that brings me to the first lady of the Satyaraj family, Dr. Stella Satyaraj, or Pata as we knew her. Pata was a doctor, but how does one begin to understand the significance of being one of the first female doctors in India? Tough question. Medical wisdom aside, Pata was also drenched in biblical knowledge. She was a consistent winner of Bible quizzes, spending every afternoon poring over concordances and references with a huge black leather-bound Bible at her side. Let's not forget Curly Bee, Muttonger and Beetle Baby. They are Pata's collection of carefully collected newspaper clippings only the closest family was privy to. But at the end of it all, what Pata was best known for was the wars she waged over the Scrabble table. Perhaps I'm going about this the wrong way. The saying goes as to how the whole is greater than the sum of its parts, and I believe Tata and Pata epitomize that. We cannot talk about one without the other. No doubt, they were extraordinary individuals, but more importantly, these extraordinary people came together to form an extraordinary family. They created a home that was singularly special to their 8 grandchildren. To us, it was a home with a rocking chair. It was with a home with a clock that actually ran on clockwork. You could actually hear it go tick-tock. It was the home with a shotgun, a sword stick and a kukri. A kukri is a kurta knife with which you could supposedly behead a full-grown bull with a single stroke. Don't get the wrong idea, because it was primarily a place of peace. It was a place where the entire family would gather year after year, a time for trips to the bone factory, a time for 8 cousins to rustle up 4 bicycles and ride the streets. Their home was a place where cousins bonded, where cousins fought, and by cousins fighting, I mean the girls, of course. The boys were always at harmony with each other. It was a place of music, a place of prayer, a place of learning. It was where 8 growing cousins grew up learning what it was to be a Satya Raj. I'm sorry, maybe I'm blabbering a bit here, but it's tough trying to put all these things together in a coherent manner. What I'm trying to say here is that when Tata and Pata came together to form the Satyaraj family, they made Satyaraj into more than just a name for us. It soon became an idiom, a way of life, and set standards for us to live up to. I can but hope and pray that I never give up trying to emulate the virtues that Tata and Pata embodied in their life today.